really like No Time to Die, but I hope I wasn't the only one who was more excited to see Daniel Craig return as Benoit Blanc than James Bond. I do love him as Bond, but I was just so eager to see him return with that southern accent and talking about the donut hole again. Just Daniel Craig is so good as Benoit Blanc, seriously. Hey movie buffs, I'm Jack Benner and welcome to my review of Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Glass Onion is the new standalone whodunit mystery sequel to 2019's Knives Out from writer-director Rian Johnson. And the only cast member returning is Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. And as for the new supporting actors, you have Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe, Kathryn Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr., Jessica Henwick, Kate Hudson, Dave Bautista. Such a great cast we have here. A group of friends known as the Disruptors are invited to a private island at Greece owned by billionaire Miles Braun, played by Edward Norton. Benoit Blanc, again played by Daniel Craig, is mysteriously invited to his island and his murder mystery. When a murder happens, it's up to Benoit Blanc to find out who is the culprit. I love Knives Out. It was one of my top 10 favorite films of 2019 and still my favorite film from Rian Johnson. That was such a fresh, funny, unique, and clever whodunit mystery film from him that didn't feel like a typical murder mystery film from him, and he did some different things that worked. Great and clever twists and turns, memorable characters, and such an entertaining cast ensemble. And I was enthusiastic when I heard 2 sequels were greenlit by Netflix. I did see potential for a franchise with this, with Daniel Craig's character and Rian Johnson writing and directing. When this sequel was confirmed, I was excited to see this character back. What mystery was he going to solve this time? And the new supporting cast for Glass Onion, excellent. And I heard great reviews from people who saw it at TIFF, and the one week release theatrical engagement in November. To which one of those was playing 30 minutes away from me, but I didn't have the time to see it, unfortunately. And plus, I was focused on seeing other movies that I just didn't really go to one of those. And it was definitely one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and definitely my most anticipated Netflix movie this year. And I finally watched Glass Onion on Christmas Day. And I do want to say, on my first viewing, I was certain I did really like this movie. But watching it, I knew that I really needed to watch it again. But on my second viewing, it definitely felt more rewarding on a rewatch. This sequel didn't disappoint me in the slightest. And in my opinion, I think Glass Onion is just as great and strong as its predecessor. Let's start with the pros. First, the performances are all very entertaining without a single weak link. And you can tell by watching it, everyone in the cast is having a blast with the material that they're given. First up, Daniel Craig returning as Benoit Blanc, who is not only just as hilarious, endearing, and charismatic like in the first, but what I appreciate about Blanc this time is we got to know him a bit more from his personal life and profession. And like I said, I love Daniel Craig as Bond. He's personally my favorite Bond, especially in Casino Royale, Skyfall, and No Time to Die. But these 2 Knives Out films are starting to become my favorite performances from Daniel Craig in his career. And I can definitely tell by watching both of these movies just how much fun he's having with this role. And this is one of the most entertaining performances I've seen from Edward Norton, just how excellently he plays this rich douchebag. Just with his sleaziness and sarcastic sense of humor just made him so entertaining to watch. But to me, who was the standout of the supporting cast was Janelle Monáe. She is fantastic here. When we first see her, her performance is surrounded in mystery. Watching her at first, you wonder what really is the backstory with her, why is she there? But when the truth about her character is revealed, she becomes more interesting and layered. And this was a great opportunity for Janelle Monáe to give a great and versatile performance. Now, I've always thought she gave great performances in the past in films like Moonlight and Hidden Figures, but I think Glass Onion is proof that she is certainly a talented actress. And the rest of the performances from Kathryn Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr. are also good as well, and Dave Bautista and Kate Hudson also had some very funny lines in this movie. Not only is Rian Johnson's script great once again, but I think this is a better directed film than the first. From a production and technical level, this is a huge upgrade from the first film. While I love the look of the Thromby's mansion in Knives Out, the look of Miles Braun mansion and private island is fantastic, just from how exaggerated it is, exotic, vibrant, and sleek looking. This is some truly excellent production design, and I would like to see it get a nomination in that category. And as for the script, this film is just as funny, witty, clever, and snappy as the first. But honestly, I actually like the mystery more this time around than the first. I found this mystery more engaging and unpredictable and subversive. This movie kept me guessing throughout and thinking it was going to go one direction, but then go another direction. Just when I thought, okay, why are they doing this? But then something happened, I thought, oh, I really liked where they're going with this. I want to see this continue. And I love that this story was told in a non-linear structure. Actually made the story more clever with the interesting twists and turns within the story that kept me guessing and engaged. And I think both films are further evident how much Rian Johnson is excelling at crafting really entertaining but engaging whodunit murder mysteries. His love for the genre is definitely apparent with references to Clue, to costume design, to different motives, to locations, setting, and music. And speaking of which, one thing I definitely want to give credit to is Nathan Johnson's musical score. I thought it was a more memorable theme, it was very fitting, and it was definitely stuck in my head after I watched this film. As for issues or nitpicks, I'd say my one minor issue I have with Glass Onion is that at the beginning, before the murder mystery begins, it does have some minor pacing issues where it does take a bit of a while to get going. In conclusion, rather than just rehashing the first film, Rian Johnson crafts a great sequel that still maintains the humor, intrigue, and entertainment value as the first. Giving us a more engaging, subversive, and unpredictable mystery this time, Rian Johnson takes his directing to the next level and a fantastic cast ensemble. If you're a fan of the first Knives Out or you just love the whodunit mystery genre, definitely check this movie out. Or if you've never seen Knives Out, I highly recommend that movie to you. Even if you haven't seen the first Knives Out, I do think this sequel works as a standalone and you can enjoy it on its own. Or if you didn't like Knives Out or if you're not really excited about the sequel, I do think you should give it a chance to see how it is. Or if you were a little confused on your first viewing, I do think you should give it a rewatch. Maybe it'll feel more rewarding to you on a second viewing. I am so glad Rian Johnson did not disappoint me with this sequel and I loved it. And even if I may love the first film just slightly more, this is still a very satisfying sequel that made me smile when it ended. And now to grade it, I'm going to give Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, 4.5 stars out of 5. And A, I can't wait for a third Knives Out movie. I really hope they don't stop at 3 and Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig continue to make these movies. I'm very happy this movie is doing successful on Netflix. And 2 great Netflix movies that came out in December of 2022. This and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. This is definitely one of the most entertaining movies of the year and one of my favorite films of 2022. And that is my last video of 2022. Definitely had a great time reviewing movies on my channel in 2022 and I'm excited to continue to make more videos in 2023. And I also want to say I am super happy that I reached one of my goals this year. I have reached 400 subscribers on my channel. I am so happy that I reached 400 subscribers and I would thank each and every single one of you for either supporting my channel, liking one of my videos, decide to check out a video of mine. It truly means a lot and I thank each and every single one of you. It truly means a lot. So I'd like to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on Glass Onion if you've seen it? Do you agree, disagree with my review? Or if you haven't seen it, are you looking forward to watching it on Netflix or not? Let me know below. And 2 questions I would like to ask you guys. Number 1, which one did you prefer, Knives Out or Glass Onion? And another question, which actor or actress would you like to see in a Knives Out 3? Let me know below. Did you enjoy hearing my thoughts on this movie? If yes, please hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here. And don't forget that notification bell for my next upload in the future. It really means a lot. And until the next video, I'm Jack Benner and look forward to another movie review.